All right, so here's my temporary fix where I could at least see my levels. For those of you that watched my last corn plot video, I'm going to go plant some more corn. Another good idea people gave me was to make a sliding stick through the lid, which I don't have a dowel rods, that's the word I was thinking of. Don't have any handy, which would be the best for this. So at least I can pop out, take a look. From the cab I could see down to level number 3. Anything lower than that I got to get out and look. Starting each at 3. And the other repair that I made to this planter is I fixed it to where it's riding level. If you recall that last video, it was pretty slanted, and the reasoning was that disc wheel that was falling off over here was not evened out with that one. So I had to weld some stoppers up on the top and a stopper on the bottom so that stays put, but it can still rotate. And if you can see, this one I had to raise significantly compared to that one to get it to ride properly. But now they're both exactly even with the cutting wheel. That one was also off a little bit, which may have had another impact on this thing. So let's give it a test drop, but I'm trying to pay attention. It's actually dropping 2 at a time because these kernels are so small. But that's the smallest plate I have for corn. The other one's actually larger, and they appear to be spaced roughly the same, although there's just these flyers that are just, sometimes it'll drop 1 and sometimes it'll drop 2. Like here's a pair. Not the end of the world for food plotting though, so let's get out and put some more corn down. All right, where I'm planting is I'm down below the new house. The new lake is going to be up there about 100 yards. This is already all clover, what you're looking at here from last fall. That's why we have the deer in our backyard. But if you look over here, looky there, there's the new deer tower. Depending on the order of videos, I may have spoiled it for you. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to no-till corn down this power line row and in probably 20 or 30 yards for late season and overflow food to keep the deer close. And then I'm going to plant some new plots on the inside, but I'm planting this for the thermals, which go that way in the evening downhill, or a north wind, which is also that way. So let's try no-tilling this. This is a little rough here under the high lines because this is what I cleared out with the rental bobcat, but we should get some seed down anyways. All right, let's plant some corn. Spot like this, it's bonus. It's under the high line and needs to be maintained somehow. Why not put some corn in it or some food plot to add to the overall quality of the property? It's riding much better with it running level now. I can see that already, and the discs are cutting the same now, where before one was cutting a little deeper, so that's really good news. Let's get you a closer look because I'm not sure what you can or can't see. is the view Mr. Big's gonna have. He's gonna sneak out through my corn. He's gonna look up in that tower. He ain't gonna see me ninja'd out. And an arrow is gonna fly, hopefully. That's the goal here. There's some rough terrain here. It's all stobs and roots and stuff, but I think this might work. I really do. We'll find out. I'm gonna tell you what, having the ability to no-till in weeds like this is a definite game changer. To eliminate multiple steps, or actually to combine multiple steps, is just gonna be totally awesome. So basically I'm no-tilling this right now, and I haven't worked up this ground, I haven't sprayed it, I haven't done anything. I just bush hogged it a month or two ago. So now after I put the seed down, all I got to do is hit this with Roundup and fertilize it, and it's done. No tilling, no disking, nothing. So this is going to be a humongous game changer. I'm going to try some sunflowers next. But stay tuned. You're definitely going to want to see how this goes with this new planter. Alright, let me show you a little strategy of the setup behind the house here. The new lake is going to be coming just in front of that pile, okay? So now the deer have to come back here a little farther, which they already were traveling back here. But this is all clover that I got here in front of me. So between me and that lake will be clover. Alright, and then there's the new stand setup. So this is clover right here. So to the right is going to be new greens and stuff that I'm going to put on the inside, and then corn here is going to be on the outside. So this, saving that stand, this might prove to be an excellent hunting spot right here. Right now I'm in another food plot where that half is beautiful clover from last year, and this is winter wheat still coming up from last fall, but I'm going to drop some corn in here. Just a few rows, just to see if I can get it to go. This no-till is just going to be an awesome tool in the arsenal for making this property even that much better. So I'm back at the second corn plot that I planted that first day, adding a few rows when that right side quit planting, just to be safe. Looks a lot nicer now. The Roundup did its job, and the planter is working very well so far since I tweaked it. Got it level, and now I'm keeping an eye on the levels. Looking good.